We're here today at Menifee, California at Wilderness Lakes.
1,000 trails.
That's right. We're going to take you on a tour of the campground as well as a cool place that we found about 15 minutes away from here.
You're gonna love it. Stay tuned to the very end. Welcome back, EdelKampers. I'm Fred.
And I'm Mary. We explore, experience, and educate.
Because it's never too late to believe in yourself.
And that's the truth.
We are at the ranger station. They call it the security station here. If you are returning, you will stay in the far left lane and they will check your tag and let you through. After 11 p.m. you have to have a code. If you're coming in for the first time and checking in with your RV, you will stay all the way to the left and they will come out and give you your paperwork. Close by the ranger station there is a propane place to fill up your propane. It actually looks pretty easy to access. You can have your propane hours between 9 and 10 or 2 and 3 daily. They also have a place that you can air up your tires right across from the propane station and access to water. I hope you don't mind geese because they are everywhere at the front of this property. So we are coming up on the miniature golf, which is pretty cool. You can actually see some people using it at this point in time. It's a pretty good course, big and spacious. By the pool is South Lodge. South Lodge has a lot of amenities in it, a great place for the kids to come play. They also have a lot of activities for them, and I'll show you around. So you can check out all your items here, as well as games, puzzles, and have crafts for your littles. There are a lot of buildings in the South Lodge. Some amenities are open and some are closed. I noticed the PlayStation is closed, ping pong is open, air hockey is open, and they have the pool table closed. As you can see, the South Lodge behind me has a lot of activities inside, as well as Sunday service at 11 o'clock with Pastor Bob, which they've made us feel extremely welcome. Great service. So in front of the South Lodge, there is a pool. It is heated. There's a kids pool. There is the heated pool, as well as 2 jacuzzis. One has tape around it and inactive, but the other one Fred and I have been enjoying for the evening. They also have bathhouses and plenty of chairs for your lounging convenience. Plenty of places to have lunch outside of the pool. Pool hours are 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Some of our 1,000 trails or other places that we attend only have pool hours until dusk, which is pretty lame, especially in the winter.
They have a fabulous hot tub here in Wilderness Lakes. Did you see the lake? I didn't see the lake.
We've seen little narrow bodies of water, but
Hot tub's really good.
Yeah.
It's about 102. I'm calibrated.
Not that we should compare, but Rancho Oso was better.
Hot. Rancho Oso, very hot. Very nice, very nice.
And we were at Soledad, which was broken, so this is one.
I broke it.
No, not at
I
all.
did, I'm pretty
We
sure.
never got to put our big toe in it.
That's true.
All right. We're going to go enjoy the hot tub.
No, we're not.
I am.
We're not going anywhere. We're going to stay right here.
Exactly.
And the camera fogs up.
And as you can tell, though, one of
We're
our favorite
naked.
things. No, we're not.
We're naked.
One of our favorite things. One of our favorite
Thank God she didn't jab me in the chest.
One of our favorite things is the hot tub.
They do have parcel pending kiosk. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but there is a screen or a kiosk to check it out if you are interested. Here you will see a cool fire pit where sometimes they have big fires, probably not lately. There are also a group of communication boards that you can find out more information about what's going on and what's out here at the resort. They have a tetherball which is super fun. Fred and I saw some kids playing it the other day. It was nice to see the kids playing. Here are the basketball courts. This campground is very family friendly. You'll see a lot of kids on bikes playing and having a good time. It's very nice. Here on Mallard Street, you will find the children's play area. Looks very fun and appealing. And over to the background, you will also see a sand play area with a fence around it, most likely to keep those geese at bay. They have little fountains in one of the many canals. There are several that run up and down through this park and host the geese that are here. A few of the cabins they have on the park. This amenity is closed, but I think it would really be fun once life gets together a little bit better. Is on Sunday they offered train rides. We talked to the staff and they say they're really cute and they go all the way through the campground, and hopefully, soon they'll open those up again. Another one of the canals, the fountains and some ducks. Some places you can find waterside parking. Country store, big, huge, a lot of cool stuff in there, but closed to further notice. It's not too often that you find a fitness center on the property, at least 1,000 trails, the ones we have been. You do have to go to the ranger station in order to use the fitness center, sign a waiver, and they will give you a code to get in. Of course, there are rules. It is open from 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. and there are several rules to go with that, which is pretty standard for most fitness centers. And then, like I said, you go to the ranger station, sign in, and get a code. They have some nice equipment here. I think I'm actually going to utilize it instead of taking my walk. I wish every place had a fitness center. Beside the fitness center, there are horseshoes. They're pretty nice. I think I really like the ones that have the scoreboards on them. They also have another little playground, as well as a baseball field. Not sure if they utilize that very much. And a volleyball net with some sand volleyball. So there is another pool on the property at the north side. It is closed for the winter, but will be reopening spring of 2022. I have to say, for a closed pool, it has been the cleanest that I have seen closed for the season, and they have covered their hot tub. We have shuffleboard and chalk drawing. They do have pickleball right across from the north pool. They do have some of the bridges that will take you from one side to the other of the little canals, and they do have a variety of interesting birds. This is bathhouse number 2. There are several on this property since there are over 500 spots located at Wilderness. The women has a code, the men's do not. They do recycle aluminum cans here. This is the laundry facility. It has a men and a women's restroom, and in order to get to the laundry facility and some of the other major areas, you kind of have to walk through the geese. So we have 4 washers that are coin operated, several dryers. They're coin operated, or you can pay with your phone. They do have a second laundromat. We are at Menifee, California at Motte Historical Barn that has Romola Farms, but it's a historical barn that houses over 20 cars from the year 1910 to 1969.
There you go.
So we're going to go inside and check it out.
That means they have a 69 Camaro. 1910 T Peachtree.
Pretty cool.
First car of mass produced. $850.
Wow. That's a lot of money back then. In 1925, it was equivalent to $3,500.
So they had deflation back then. Dropped to $260.
Wow. So we're entering the Roaring 20s room. Wow, and look, They're almost immaculate, don't you think?
I'm ready for school, Mom.
I know, let's go. We can ride the school bus in 1913. Or was it 1923? What was it?
24.
Oh, 24. Still a long time ago. So it was developed because of such a bitter winter in 1913 that they wanted to develop a way to get the children to school so they would not have to walk because of the colds. So this is one of the beginnings, right, of the school bus. It's pretty cool. So look at how many kids do you think that could hold?
20.
20. No seatbelts. And look at the windows were plastic. You just roll them up and down.
Who's got the key in it?
They all have the keys in them. 1940s, left to right. You have the Motte brothers, Frank, John, Charles. Lakeview Ranch, located on Ramona Express, Lakeview, California.
It's a Chevrolet, and it started 1926, which this is, as they began to challenge the dominance of the Ford Model T. So it was more mechanically sophisticated than the Ford and available in multiple colors. Because we all know the Ford was only available in black.
That's right. Oh, look at this one has the Motte brothers logo. Check it out. It's a Packard. So this was at the time America's finest high-priced luxury automobile from the 1920s to the 1930s.
Who wouldn't want that?
I know, right?
I'm taking that. Straight 8.
It's a big motor. Can I get in the back and be Miss Daisy?
Sure.
Are you going to drive me around?
We'll have to paint it black though.
Be driving Miss Mary.
It was known as one of the first cars to travel coast to coast in comfort.
It looks pretty comfortable to me.
Mm-hmm.
The seats
Especially
look
if you have to
nice.
drive. Look at the headlights.
I know. I shouldn't have any trouble seeing
See
that.
where they're going.
So actually, they purchased this Victoria body from J. Smith and for $500 in 1977 and restored this one.
That trunk. First car with a trunk. Built-in trunk. Well, I don't know if this counts. It's an actual trunk.
Oh, well, yeah, you can store things in it. That's pretty cool. The Motte brothers and
That one has a trunk.
their wives. Yeah. How do you like those
Cadillac.
trunks? So those are true trunks in cars.
It's a trunk. Now we know where the name came from. Look at Rumbles. Ooh.
Ooh.
You want to get the back? Rumble, baby?
Here, let's check this out. Lift it up. Yeah. So, yeah, this is the trunk of your car. Pretty cool.
Back then they had plastic step stools. Stored vehicle plates. Pretty cool.
Look at that.
No, the keys are in it. Want to take
The
a first
keys have
spin?
been in every one of them.
Want to take a first spin?
Yeah. It might be locked. He doesn't know his car very well. That's okay.
Maybe just pull it.
Oh, there he goes. Thank you. Nice.
Get you there.
I like the way they open too.
Suicide doors.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh,
I definitely think they restore them to functionality.
oh, sure. What if somebody comes in and starts them up once a month?
Uh-huh.
You know?
I don't know, but I bet they do.
Jefferson purchased a car in 2006, and the Motte brothers purchased a Cadillac in 2008.
Oh, in 1957, Frank Motte purchased a pickup with 34,000 miles from the original owner of German descent living in Juniper Flats.
Matching numbers for the engine and the transmission.
Cool.
1935, Allbird boat tail. You gotta look at the back. It's a stock speedster. Al Jenkins, the first American to set a record 100 miles per hour for a 12-hour period. Don't have a lot of gas. Each speedster still carries a dash plaque attesting to its 100 mile per hour capability during Al Jenkins' signature, including this one. Sure enough, it's got the black in it. It's right on the glove box. And I go,
But this is probably where they restore them, or used to. It's a 1926.
visible measure discharge gas pump. Because people want to make sure they got the gas they were paying for back then.
I can't say I blame them.
Now we just believe the computers.
No, yeah. So check that out. 17 cents a gallon,
17 and 6/10.
including tax.
Well, the tax is the 6/10 percent.
See, pump there goes up.
Oh, mechanical.
You measure it up there to how much they want, and then you take the hose and you let it flow.
You gas, what's that, 1 gallon? And this is 10 gallons? Seems backwards.
It does.
1936 Plymouth Deluxe. 1936 Plymouth developed several changes from the 1935 design that had more engineering advances. The Plymouth promotion entitled the synchronicity of smart styling and a sleek radiator, fender hood, and graceful body line. Credit going to Raymond Dittrich, founder of LeBaron. 6-cylinder L-head type engine by Plymouth developed 82 horsepower and was capable of sustaining high speed. This Plymouth P2 Deluxe Series business coupe was priced at $580 and $54,000 were made. Options included dual air-tone horns for $12, auxiliary tail lights for $285, and an auxiliary sun visor for $1.50.
Big 40s. You gonna play my song, baby? It's a 1948 Magic Glow Jukebox Series G. Good music and good cars. These boys knew what they were talking about.
1946 Ford Bourbon Jeep. The Mott brothers purchased this Jeep from military surplus in the late 40s, fabricated a crane and used a 10,000-pound winch for use on their Lakeview ranch. Notice the passenger seat is sideways because if you look at the engine, it sticks back into the passenger compartment. They couldn't put your feet down, so they turned the seat. 6,000 people built for war. Only 4 of them were under existence.
So 4 out of 6,000? Wow. And the Mottes have one of them.
Packards were the car of choice for heads of state, movie stars, and judges. Packard outsold Cadillac until 1950. For some years, the lower priced Packards were cherished more than the most expensive Cadillac. It's a beautiful car. It's all style. Packards were American luxury automobiles built by the Packard Corps, by Detroit, Michigan, and later by Studebaker. V12. I bet it would go. 1832 Hot Rod Ford Roadster. Commonly referred to as the greatest car of all time. Model A production stopped in the U.S. and work on a completely new car began. Design goal for the 32 Ford included more power, more elegant lines. What reached the showroom were faster, more comfortable, more refined, and a masterpiece of industrial design, yet still affordable. Early hot rodders would strip off weight, soup up the engine, in order to race on dirt tracks and dry lake beds.
I love the color.
A 340 horsepower Ford 302 crate motor was placed in the car in 2010 with 4x44 IDF Weber carburetors by Rodco of Riverside. Rod Magnus hot rodder interior of the Alta completed the upholstery in 2012.
Instead of a trunk, it has like a rumble seat or whatever you call it.
1930 Ford Model A Tudor hot rod. The more sophisticated Model A replaced the outdated Model T In 1928, due to increased competition with Chevrolet, who offered similar cars with more amenities. In 1930, the Ford Model A received significant changes, including wider fenders, a deeper radiator shell, and elimination of the cowl station. Other options included external sun visor, rear luggage rack, a rear view mirror, and spare tire lock. Model A was designed by Henry Ford's son, Edsel. Equipped with power steering, power brakes, power windows, power seats, power vent, and full instrumentation, including a tachometer, as well as air conditioning. That should do it.
And it's the same age as you.
I got all that cool stuff too.
Uh-huh.
I get a 57 classic too.
He is. He's definitely a classic.
57 classic, I call myself.
There you go. Yeah.
I should get the car for free.
Will always be a classic.
That's right.
I get the car for free, right? I won the lottery.
Oh.
What do all those knobs do? See the levers?
Mm-hmm. One was for temperature. I can't see all of them.
They had enough room to store the tire. Although I believe the tire isn't really right there.
So if you really like cars, this is a great place that tells you all the history and how they restored them and who they bought them from.
All right, it's time for the Wilderness Lakes Preserve Cellular Service Report. Our winner this time is right there in the middle at 26.2 and T-Mobile. Next on the list, AT&T at 4.76 down and Verizon at 0.05. So that's going to do it for today. Have a great time out there in the wilderness.